it's probably a good segue into how lenders really work, right? Lenders they essentially use the Burr method, right? They're using giant warehouse lines of credit, right? And when we fund a loan, we're funding it with a line of credit, and Fannie and Freddie are buying this loan as an investor essentially off of our line of credit to provide us with more liquidity to go do this. So if we have all these loans on this line of credit, right, that they're not buying, that limits how much business we can do.
Yeah, and it's the equivalent of someone getting hooked on a hard money loan and having no person to refinance
Right.
out the deal. It's bad
So
news.
especially if you have smaller banks that have smaller lines of credit to do this with, they're probably the ones that are going to price themselves out of the market because they don't have as much liquidity to play with. So. Yeah, that's like Mortgage 501 there for you.
Mortgage 501, thank you, Jared. And just for the beginners in the room, would you mind kind of who's this Fannie person, who's this Freddie person we keep hearing about, and why the hell do we care about them?
Yeah,
Real brief.
Yeah, they provide liquidity. I mean, that's the biggest probably piece and importance that they provide in the market to lenders is they provide liquidity by buying loans, and it gets really complicated on the back end. But they're GSEs are government entities that basically monitor and they set the guidelines. So they're the ones that we have to follow all the loopholes that you guys have to jump through, to provide us documents. Like that's not us. That's Fannie and Freddie. So
Quasi-government agencies that buy the paper that Jared originates.
Yep.
So Phil Kim, when he brings 1100 tuxedo to Jared says, "Cool, here's your money." Cool. Immediately takes that paper, sells it to Fannie and Freddie, so that he can go back and make more loans and keep the machine moving.